The battleground called America sees one skirmish after another, but who is fighting for faith, family, and flag? Charles Benninghoff, and here he is with today's action plan to defeat the forces of globalism.
Hello, Charles Benninghoff here. I'm the founder of Pray for Us, Pray for the United States, and we have a vital message for America today. But we can't get a touchdown without your help, so please listen up, pay attention. President Trump did an incredible thing for America when he formally withdrew the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership, also known as a TPP. But there is another anti-American, pro-globalist treaty that will completely wreck the American economy and destroy our nation's sovereignty if we don't defeat it. That's the so-called Paris Accord, also known as the Paris Climate Agreement. I call it a climate liar treaty because the members of the global warming cult like to refer to anyone who questions their fake science as climate deniers. So they're the climate liars while they're calling us the climate deniers. The only thing we deny is the truth of what they're saying. They're not telling the truth. Senator Rand Paul, Republican from Kentucky, has proposed a concurrent resolution number 17 for the House and Senate, and it will completely derail this Paris Accord that was dreamed up by Barack Obama. Today, I'll let you know how our network of patriot activists is fighting to pass concurrent resolution number 17 and put the nail in the coffin of the globalist Paris Accord that will gut the American treasury if we don't stop it. Please, mouse over the video screen right now or tap your mobile device. Then click on the YouTube icon as a little eye that appears in the upper right corner, and you will find a link to my website where you can sign up for my daily newsletters. If you want to stay abreast of what we do, you gotta subscribe to the newsletters. We send a new one every day. It is the thing that covers the most important current issues concerning America. Every newsletter covers only one issue. We don't throw a bunch of stuff at you we stole from other websites. Every single newsletter is unique. It's a compelling call to action that will keep you way in front of the conservative news curve. Plus, my daily action newsletters are free. They contain facts you never hear on mainstream media, but they are necessary to know to survive in this surreal world being forced down our throats by globalist Democrats and this nation's sick and scourly core of prostitutes. When you get done there, just come back here. We'll be waiting for you. The Paris Accord is an international agreement that was signed by 175 countries plus the European Union, and it counted itself only as one country. And you'll find out very soon, in about maybe a New York minute, exactly why 175 countries signed this stupid thing. It's an international treaty. I don't care whether they call it an accord, an agreement, whatever, because these disgusting socialist countries actually slapped the name accord in an attempt to circumvent our constitutional provisions here in America, requiring 2/3 Senate approval of all treaties. Barack Obama signed it in December of 2015, and he also called it a quote-unquote agreement because he hoped that he would be able to force America into it without the advice and consent of the Senate, again, which would require 2/3 vote to ratify, and he knew he probably could never get that. The Paris Accord would never be approved if it had to meet 2/3 threshold in the Senate, and that I can assure you. Much like the Trans-Pacific Partnership, or TPP, the Paris Global Warming Agreement is a massive wealth and sovereignty transfer scheme. It transfers your wealth to third-party Islamic dictatorships and serial polluters like China and India. Plus, it gives a quote-unquote international body power to control what America does inside her own borders. So, not only are we giving away our money, we're giving away our self-governance, our sovereignty. Well, let's take a look at what the Paris Accord will do to the American economy. According to the World Economic Forum, which is just another United Nations globalist group, the Paris Climate Liar Treaty will cost $23 trillion to implement before the year 2030. That's trillion with a T. Guess which nation will have to fork over 19 trillion out of that 23 trillion? That's right. Did you know Barack Obama signed this global treaty and promised that American taxpayers would foot the bill for 83% of that treaty? That's how eager that globalist guy was to give away our sovereignty. Not only our sovereignty, but our national wealth. Communist China and India, where the air is so dirty that in the bigger cities you can't even leave the house without a surgical mask covering your face. And you can't even see across the street. Neither one of those countries will contribute anything to the so-called Paris Accord, but they will take your money while pretending to care about the environment. India plans to take American money and then double its national use of coal burning for electricity over the next 5 years. Communist China plans to increase its coal consumption through at least 2030, and American taxpayers, once again, will pay for that expansion. Senator Rand Paul says the Paris Accord will cause your energy bill to skyrocket, but that's not the worst of it. He says the Paris Accord will cause significant job losses in America, just like the Trans-Pacific Partnership would have done. And if the Paris Climate Liar Treaty is fully implemented, it will put the entire United States power grid at risk. Why? Because America produces the cleanest energy in the world, and if we reduce our energy output even further by complying with the impossible demands of the Paris Accord, many plants here in America that produce clean energy will be required to be shut down, eventually leading to huge statewide or even region-wide blackouts. The globalists want to redistribute America's wealth to the rest of the world, and they don't care how much it hurts your family. That's why we have to stop this. Senate Concurrent Resolution number 17 by Senator Paul formally expresses that it is the will of Congress to withdraw from the Paris Climate Liar Treaty. The identical House legislation is designated as House Current Resolution number 55. Americans have to work together to get the United States out of this catastrophic, for America, agreement. If we're stuck in this climate liar treaty, surely huge economic and job losses will follow, and our already besieged economy will take its last breath for an extended period of time. Meanwhile, India and China will take our money, double their coal use, and laugh all the way to the bank as they deposit big fat checks written by the American government. As Donald Trump said on the campaign trail last year, America cannot afford to be this stupid country any longer. We need to fight back against Obama's global warming hoax treaty. And you can do that by subscribing to our newsletters. In our newsletters, we tell you this news every day and the most important developments every day. And we have a plan set forth every day for you to take action. So sign up for our newsletters now. We'll keep you up to date on the battle for faith, family, and flag against the forces of globalism. All these forces want to wreck America's economy, steal our money, and give it to foreign countries that could care less about clean air and water, as is proven by China and by India. So click the link appearing at the top of the screen now to subscribe to that newsletter. And remember, you can unsubscribe at any time. I don't know why you would. This is the only way you can keep up with these developing facts. So subscribe now, and you can join our action plans and have been proven over the years to be effective and rewarding. Sign up now, get involved in the struggle to save America. This is Charles Benninghoff signing off and wishing you freedom, fulfillment, and God's many blessings.
Sign up for our newsletters to join the team defending faith, family, and flag. Just click or tap the icon in the upper right corner of the video screen. Click again to go to our website where you can sign up for our daily action plans for America.